Hey guys, it's your girl Rose with Outside the Box, and this morning, again, I want to talk about being an entrepreneur. I got my coffee. Let me take a slurp. That way you know it's real. Okay, so, because I'm real. Being an entrepreneur is not, how can I say it? Not as easy as you think, but it's rewarding. If you are the type of person that needs to be told what to do, if you're the type of person that needs to be told when to come in, when to leave, if you're the type of person that just wants to get things done slowly, whenever you feel like it, you don't want to be an entrepreneur. And I'm saying that because when you're an entrepreneur, you do things to make money because you are the business. So when you go to a business and they flip that sign around open, that means they're open, and they usually will, or most likely will, open the same time every day unless there's an emergency. Now, you're your own business. So you got to figure out how to work this. It's not that hard. Now, I must say, it's not going to be easy peasy either. Because being an entrepreneur, everything is left in your hands, whether your family eats, whether you eat, whether you have a roof over your head, whatever. Entrepreneurs take care of all of that. That's what we do. But I personally like the fact that I'm not waiting on a paycheck on Friday or next Friday, and it's dedicated on how many hours I work. So when you're an entrepreneur, you make your own hours. You set your own pay. Now, a lot of people say, I've had people say, well, I want to be a realtor. You can be a realtor. It's good money in it. Well, it was. I don't know what's going on now. But they're entrepreneurs. They do work for a company. They represent a company. But if they don't get out there and make some sales, they're broke. That's that side of being an entrepreneur. And I tell a lot of people, I've always been in sales, and I would rather be in sales because I know my ability. I can make the money. But if you don't know how to make the money, stay where you're at, because you're not going to make it as an entrepreneur. It's important that you're dedicated to what it is you're doing. It's important that you get up, dress up, and be ready. I love it because I have freedom. If you're an entrepreneur, you can take off. I've gone on vacation and taken my laptop with me and worked on the road. And I'm not saying that being an entrepreneur, because a lot of people think that being an entrepreneur, you don't really have to work. No, you're working, but you're working like you want to work. You're not working like they tell you to work, where they're sweating down your back and coming by and checking your work. And did you take that call? Did you do this? Did you do that? You're working for someone. Okay? It's easy for you until they lock those doors one day and you come in and your job is gone. And then when your job is gone, everybody's scurrying around like ants. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Who? I watch the ants in a row, and if you flick one of them, they all just scatter because they don't know what the hell's going on until they figure it out. So, entrepreneurship is how can I say it? It's a way of earning money and being accountable. It's a way of living at a certain level. Everybody, I talk to people, I want to be rich, I want to be this, I want to be that. Well, you're not going to be rich in that on a 9 to 5. You have to figure out something else. Being an entrepreneur is something that will most likely propel you to where you want to be. Always remember, Steve Jobs and all these people they may have worked for somebody for a short period of time, but then they broke off and went on their own. And they failed from time to time, but they figured it out. And they built their business. And now they're billionaires, millionaires, whatever. You're never, ever, ever going to be at that status working for someone else. It's not in the plan. And they have plans for you because there's only 24 hours in a day. And they're going to take up at least 12 of those, or 11 of those, I'll say. Because by the time you get there, you got to get ready. You got to get there. You're going to work. Then you got to get home. There's not much day for you. It's a plan. And by the time you're 60 or whatever, and they give you that little gold-plated watch, if you get that, or whatever, thank you for, for being with the company, whatever. You've lost your life. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that will propel you and your family to a higher standard. Yeah, it's going to be some sacrificing going on. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. But you can do it. Again, if you're the type that don't mind sitting behind a desk for 8 hours or 9 hours or whatever and having someone tell you what to do, stay there. Stay there. But if you're someone that wants to grow as a person, as your own person, and start building wealth and whatnot for your family, or even for yourself if you're not married or don't have children, you need to step off. And as I've told people before, you can do it part-time until you figure out this works. I've done it a lot of times. I've failed at businesses before. I've tried other businesses before. Okay, so I know how to do it. Go back and, like I said before, I had a cleaning company for years. And people ask me, why you didn't keep it? Well, first of all, I'm older. I don't want to deal with it. Okay, I don't want to deal with a bunch of people, first of all, and being responsible for people's items in their homes, because we were doing homes that were in $1 million. That's a headache in itself. But I had a good staff. And I was an entrepreneur, as I am today. I want you guys to think outside the box. Figure out how you're going to do it. What do you like to do? And get moving. And I want you to subscribe to my channel here. Right here on YouTube, Denied Credit Consulting at Rose Jones Outside the Box. I'm always coming up with something for you. Okay? I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.